Lovely Las Vegas, Nevada here. Happy Thursday night to all of you. Yes, and I hope you guys enjoy that thumbnail, Mr. Z.
Yep.
What a you said that's a really rare. It's a wild view that you get up here on that. And welcome to it, everybody, to Thursday night in Las Vegas. Let me see if I can get this going here. Live chat check. That's good. Wait a couple minutes here. I think I got a good signal carry here. And I hope everybody's having a good night. Hello, Lucky Beans, Frustrated Lurker, and Loving Lavender. McDave, how are you? Good to see you, and I want to welcome you all aboard. How you doing? A new sub here. Thank you, Caroline, for subbing, and Robin, nice to see you. Uh, crazy long day today. Um, yeah, Mr. Z is here with me tonight. We'll see Monkey Boy tomorrow night. First things first. I hope you guys enjoyed that thumbnail. That view off of the high level here at the El Cortez is something beyond belief when you see that view down the street. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to you. And look at what Mr. Z gave me, a nice, very nice, styling El Cortez jacket here. Unbelievably kind of you and the whole Z crew. So I love it. It's good for cold weather and everything like that. And I'm very happy to have that.
Let you always get out of here with a taste of Vegas.
The El Cortez and all that. And very nice. Yeah, thumbs up. Mr. Z is awesome. As is usually the case when I get down here on the first night, I do like to take it easy. I don't really do a lot. I got home at about two something. Yes, it was. My head was in a whirl from working a bit overnight, and there's no point going to sleep, so I just took my time, packed up my stuff, and got some coffee for the road. So yeah, it's been a fatiguing, long day on the road, cranking out the miles here. My phone obviously has been blowing up here, but Mr. Z,
Yeah.
Mr. Z at the current time is my certainly my top priority, because he's been a wonderful friend of mine for years, and I'm very appreciative of his kindness. And
I consider myself her personal assistant at this point.
assistant. So what a nice jacket. It's some fancy dancy material. Yes, it goes around my boobs. Yes, it does. And it makes me really look like a high plains cowgirl out there on those. All I need is to be on a horse. With this, your other priority will be there in an hour. What does that mean? Other priority. I understand that there was some stuff. My phone was blowing up in the last couple hours, but like I say, I'm not going to address things when I have present company here, and has been very kind to me. Not my top priority is to grab something to eat here and to hang out with Mr. Z tonight. Thumbs up are appreciated. Mr. Z, thanks again for the wonderful jacket. He brought me some other trinkets of the El Cortez here. I don't know. I mean, some people can bring me up to speed what the hell happened. I will tell you this morning, when I was on the road, I assumed maybe that Chris would be here in Las Vegas. And then the plans changed. We're not going to be doing any chooching tonight. The plans changed to, they were going out, they took I-40 eastbound. And then I kind of lost the thread of it there. Hey, Debbie Lynn, how are you? DJing tonight. All right, Donnie. Then I kind of lost the thread of the whole stream. You needed only manly man adult company of Mr. Z. Yes, exactly. I'm doing well, Sergeant. Thank you. A little tired. I've gotten about 2 hours of sleep. Hey, Lisa Lynn, how are you? I've gotten about 2 hours sleep in the last 2 days. Yeah, he's on his way to Vegas, back to Vegas. Run, Rosie, run. what exactly happened out there on the road. The last he's called me several times and said that her car was burning a lot of oil, and I didn't know. He indicated that they were buying like five. The hell was it? What did he say? 5 quarts of oil, or they wanted $5.45.
Yeah, $5.50 for a quart
of oil, which is pretty
common.
well.
Pretty much you're getting.
Yeah. He says he told her to get rid of her pot, and she got mad. I don't know. I mean, some states are weed friendly and some are not. So, you know, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. I wouldn't want to be mucking around with pot, doing all that because he smokes too much weed. Thanks for. Can you imagine having a Rich Life lecture? I warned her about the smoking weed, and she said she was going her own way. Okay. Well, I guess that's all right. This is not his place to tell her to get rid of it. So maybe it's good if he gives her a heads up on that and tells her that this is the reality because she's not been down to the Gulf states before. Yeah, how'd you like that prison motel? I mean, I forgot to put even the security cameras in down there. And when we came back from dinner, there was a guy laid out in the hallway with a beer next to him. I wish I'd had that. I wish I'd had that for a thumbnail because truly, civilization is crumbling down here, guys. We were walking back through the Fremont Street experience tonight. There's not a lot going on down there. But some guy and a girl, lady really started punching it out.
Well, at first we thought, the common thing, he's attacking her, but he was trying to get the hell away from her. She was holding on to him. So, yeah. Funny thing, the guy passed out was actually a guest too, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's very careful about what goes on in Mississippi. Yeah, I'm staying in cell block. See, it did bring back haunting memories for me. The block's treating me good. Now, where do we go from here? 4 hours ago, I received notice that the county of Sonoma, thank you, Craig, for the heads up on that. Our county is now entering lockdown Saturday night for, I think it's a 2-week lockdown or something like that. A stay-at-home order. So, hey, Captive Sparrow, how you doing, sweetie? So that's an additional complication of what's going on. But tempers are really coming unhinged. Thank you, Jesse Scott. Tempers are flaring down here. And you can see some of the worry, in some of the casinos and things on the streets.
Oh yeah, the tension. It's
Yeah,
like
a lot
electricity in the air.
Yeah, a lot of the, hey, how you doing, Charlotte? A lot of the businesses are really struggling down here. And do you think it's fair to say that people are frazzled right now?
Hell yeah, I am. You are.
know?
Everybody is. Shit, yeah.
And we'll get to the rich life stuff. Hey, Mr. Z, how you doing? It says 4 scores.
A4, bro.
How you doing, man? We'll get to because honestly, it's a lot to talk about there. Molasses said she was wanting to stay at the Rancho while you were in Vegas. I can't do that, Jenny Hansen. No. No, I don't. I can. Don't think I can have her back on the Rancho. At this time, based on she indicated that she wanted to go to Colorado, and I can't have people hanging out just at the Rancho like that. But we'll get to that.
It'll be a commune when you get back.
We went back into the circuit tonight, and that was.
It was dead compared to when we got there last time.
Considering there's Thursday night football,
yeah.
it wasn't.
The sports book was the only thing really busy.
Just make sure to relax and enjoy. Oh, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. But we'll tear into all these things coming up. How you doing, Absurdity? No, I mean it's not the place that you go to and come back when plans change and things like that. Through the day, hey hipster, through the day I'd receive various phone calls from Chris regarding the state of her van, not her van, but her travel vehicle. And he seemed to indicate that it was a bottomless pit of oil going into there. He's like, man, we're pouring oil into this thing, and it's not.
Gotta go somewhere.
It's not in the dipstick.
It's burning. It's leaking.
So the natural question was, where in the hell's do you see anything dripping down below? No. Is the vehicle smoking it all out the back? No. Does it smell like it's burning oil? No. I mean, it's a whole what the hell situation. I didn't know how you make that Vegas drive from the North Bay all the time. Doesn't really bother me too much there. So they voted for legalizing 250,000 miles. So
You kind of get used to it after a
but
while.
where in the hell? He said that they put 2 quarts of oil in it, and you still couldn't see it on the stick.
Well, you consider maybe they have a 4-quart, right about a 4-quart
Probably
average.
a 5-quart reservoir, as most
5-quart,
of them
okay.
happen to be.
Jeez, you have your really hell low. Maybe that's why it's making noises because of no fucking oil.
Well, your temperature gauge would be your
You would
friend in
think,
that
yeah.
situation. You know that if you don't have an idiot light and you just have a gauge, you start watching that temperature gauge. That's for sure. Hey, Original Owl, how are you? Nice to see you. So, yeah, it's pretty bleak down here, but we're having a good time. We had a good time. We had a good dinner. We walked into the old California hotel, the Market Cafe, where we're usually able to walk in. But I forgot 2 things. You need to have a reservation, even at that place. And they're only at 25% capacity. The woman's like, "We'll see you in an hour." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Well, yeah.
So
We
thank
lucked
you,
out.
Hipster Heaven. Thank you, Hotel California. Yeah, I did pop in before I went live. I saw some of the usual goofballs trolling in there and talking the usual nonsense that they talk. So, hey, Baker boys. The point is, I think you live and you learn in life, and just because you meet a girl doesn't mean that you're gonna hook up with her. And maybe that's a good life lesson. I don't know for that. So, no, I didn't get a nap in. I've been gone since about 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So I'm running on a very low tank. So I'm just having some beer. Hey, Abby, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I saw the usual trolling that goes on over there and all that. He was prompted by people behind the scenes. It's not fair of them to take advantage of. I think there's something to be said for that. And I hinted a little bit about that today. And on my morning stream, when they were... Rosie always gets the rap for being the one that writes the scripts. But I've seen some behind the scripts, writing here of scripts behind the scenes. And it's been a little unnerving to see things on the other end. I'm not going to put names out there, okay? But I'm going to tell you, when you put B in the bonnet of somebody and tell them, you're going to tap that, no problem, man, go forward, you're going to strike lucky. Sex is an unrealistic expectation. It's not cool. Exactly. This was not yours. No, it was not my script. I've been a bystander and watching this thing unfold, and I've taken a lot of notes about some things in my mind up here about, the junk that gets filled into his head and things. So. But I'm not here to defend him. I'm just making an unbiased statement here, having observed what goes on. And these are personal phone conversations and things like that that I have been privy to. But I said, I don't get involved. Not my deal. I don't tell people what to do. I don't handle affairs of the heart and all that. And if that's the best advice that you can give to the guy, I would say make sure to call him tonight and give him a fresh set of give him the script for Scene 3, Act 2. Okay, so he knows how to go.
Rosie's trying to let him make his own decisions.
Yeah. Exactly. So
I'm trying to guide him.
if you have the scripts for Scene 3, Act 2, please make sure that he studies his lines, okay? There will be no understudies. Hi, Icy Alaska. I think that's been the most disturbing thing to me over the last week or so, is that the drama spinners in the community are not who you think that they are. Okay, as you know, I'm reactive. I'm not proactive. I've not told. Rich Life came out to California. I opened up the Rancho. I say, look, you want to stay a while? That's cool. You have a girl comes into the equation, and all of a sudden the stuff gets really gets crazy. All right, but even with all that, I didn't tell Molasses Murphy what to do. I didn't tell Rich Life or Road Trips what to do. I maintained my flexibility of trying to adapt to the situation, which, as you guys know, had more curves than a Grand Prix course in Monaco. Okay? Night 1, meeting Molasses Murphy and Chris. Okay, hug, goodbye, safe travels. Next day, well, her car has issues, off to the Rancho. Okay, fine. Let's have a good time. Let's stay. Sunday, I'm going to head down to Las Vegas, enjoy the hospitality of the Rancho, hang out. That evening comes. We have the Rancho Kitchen Stadium. Everything's all cool. Go to bed at night, wake up the next morning. Now we get the car addressed, and suddenly the battlefield decision is made to head out to go to Vegas, because Molasses Murphy wants to see Vegas. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people want to see, thank you, Jessica. A lot of people want to see, Las Vegas. So they pack off and they split, and that's the last thing I know about it. It seemed to be a pretty good day. They covered some good distance. They must have parked at a rest area a ways outside of Vegas. How you doing, Molasses Murphy? No, I don't. Yeah, Molasses. Best you just roll on to Colorado, and I can't have the complication of. I always thought I might have some complications if I had more than one person, unless I knew them very well. We had a good. We had a good run, and it was a good time. You left with money in your pocket. Everything's all cool. I don't really need. I have Bobby keeping an eye. I have Bobby keeping a watch on the Rancho. So I do appreciate that. But I can't continuously feed people and do all that, and washing dishes and plus I put money in your pocket. So I feel like we're pretty square. We leave on good terms, and that's cool. But it's just the complication, I think, of the male female thing. So I'm not sure if it's a fake Murphy or not. It may not be, but I'm just putting it out there. The word will go forth. The word will go forth. And it's a nice offer. Hi, Shimei. How are you? So, of all the things that have gone on, at any point in time, have I been proactive with telling people what to do? No. When people have told me what they want to do, I adjust my schedule accordingly. I had planned yesterday morning, after the car stuff was addressed or whatever, to put Molasses Murphy in the van, drive her out to the coast, and show her the same sight that Chris saw on the overlook and things like that. So, okay, I planned to have Christopher stay on the Rancho for a while, not in a period of months, but maybe through Christmas, with the caveat that I'm going to be, spending Christmas with the boss and Jan, and you have to kind of fend for yourself on that. Hey, Star Queen, how are you? Good to see you. Okay. So at every point in time, I think I've been reactive to things and proactive. I've not written any scripts. I've not told one single person what they should do on this journey. But I do know if you have one person that, um, you know, the road is a little tougher in life, let's put it that way. I've said before that I think that person sometimes needs some good guidance and not some bad guidance. And that's where we go wrong because we intersect YouTube with real life. And what we think might be cool for YouTube doesn't make a fucking bit of sense for real life.
Well, no,
You know?
it's conflict of interest. Yeah, you know.
Right? I mean, what plays well in the theaters on YouTube is not compatible with a person's real life. Hence, I learned a long time ago, never, ever, 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 ever tell somebody what to do on YouTube because you don't want to be caught with that guiding hand that could lead to a situation like we have today. So, hello, everybody. And that seems to be the point where we are right now. But I'm not here to wash my hands and say I don't have any play in it because I did with a good heart invite him as he indicated he wants to come out. Yeah, that's fine, Molasses Murphy, and that's all cool, okay? But you're already a good distance away towards the East Coast. You had indicated that you wanted to go down to Mississippi, Alabama, and Go Donnie is there. He's indicated a willingness to help you out, and meet you, possibly hang out with you, as I understand from the messages that I've gotten. And if I were you, I would take him up on that kindness. You're going to have a chance to meet a hell of a real significant, nice person here on the Boyd. A guy with a big heart that can set you straight, give you advice. I know that somebody was blowing up my phone about weed and stuff. I'm not a weed smoker, so I don't understand or follow the ins and outs of the law of the South. But I think that would be a great opportunity to go down there. You can probably get your vehicle addressed, and I think they probably have some cheap labor down there. And I think from what people are telling me, and I'm not going to answer for Donnie, go Donnie come, but I certainly think he would try to give you the best help of giving you the best advice to make yourself as comfortable as possible down there. I do not need multiple people on the Rancho. Okay, and Chris is going to get the same story. You're going to have to fend for yourself for food and things like that and all that. Okay. I don't mind cooking a meal once in a while, but the day in, the day out, and I'm not here to. I enjoy doing it, but I'm not here to just be a hotel for people. So, but having said that, Molasses Murphy, we've certainly had a good run, and I think it's. I'm hoping that our parting was as amicable as it seemed to be when I was on when I gave you a hug and said goodbye to you on the Rancho. You do it when you feel like it. Yes, exactly. And I like to extend the maximum hospitality. But there's a point where there has to be something, and this is not directed at Molasses Murphy, because I believe that she's followed in her heart that Jack Kerouac on the road model of the hippie life. Pack your guitar, take a shot, take your vehicle, hit the road, whether it's hitching a train, hitching a thumb, or ride in your car or your van or your RV to go out there and see if you got it what it takes to basically live off the land.
New Age Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have an issue with that. I think that's pretty damn cool. But I do wonder about the advisability of a vehicle that has 225,000 miles in it. It might be worth. And I know you were trying to secure employment and something like that. It may be time to freeze your dream for a bit, put some money in your pocket, and then maybe get yourself a good later model, maybe something from 2010 onward. It might be a good travel vehicle for you. So, yeah, how you doing, Claire? Good to see you. If I missed anybody, I apologize. We got some other ground. I'm going to get to Chris in a minute here. That's my very best advice. Okay. Because I'm not born in the purple. When somebody was saying today, the screenshot or some message that I got about on Dave's chat that the Rancho is worth $1 million and it's paid for. I mean, people presume a lot about your life, okay? And people have no idea about the state of my finances, the state of anything. But people will venture opinions on that. The value is stated as $1 million. It's probably not half of that. I didn't buy a house as an investment to be an ATM. At the very bottom of the housing crash of 2008 and 2011, I purchased a dump. And you can go back and look at the pictures of leaky roofs that destroyed wood floors. Every bit of those buildings had to be gutted and redone. You want to know what I paid for it? $189,000. Okay? And it's mine. All mine. Okay? I didn't buy it as an investment or an ATM. I bought it as a place to live. So it doesn't figure into my equation of what wealth you think I have or what I don't have. I think I just made a stupid lucky purchase at the right point. Okay, do I intend to live off it? No, I continue to work and worked a total of 46 years and continue to work now. Okay? And as you guys know, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that place. You know, forsaking my dog basically for years, and my friends and other things for getting that shitty place in business. So I do have a right to have some say over what goes on the property. I do like to welcome people to the property. But I don't know why, this is my issue, why people can't do the back research and develop a plan. You know, if you're going to be travel buddies with somebody, do you take the effort and time to go back and research their videos and understand the mindset of the person? And do you think to yourself, hey, am I going to be able to road with this person for 3 or 4 days? Or is this person in some way different than me that may lead to conflict? It may lead to problems down the road. Had the research been done on this particular expedition, people might have known ahead of time this is probably not going to work, and it would probably be a good thing if people went their own way. But again, I'm not a person to interfere. Hey, monkey boy, I'm not a person to interfere in people's plans. I've never told this guy what to do ever, nor has he ever told me what to do, and I never told Mr. Jen to do, or anybody. On my section, nothing else. Well, is that a surprise? Is that a surprise? Now, do I think Molasses Murphy had intentions to travel and just go and go and go? Again, we have an incompatible style of travel. You got Rich Life of Road Trips, who likes to take the slow lane, who likes to stop and smell the roses. He likes to hit the rest stops. He likes to go 100 miles and then, you know, get something to eat, a snack or something like that. And you got Molasses Murphy, who just wants to rip and get there. Again, two very incompatible travel styles that probably could have been reconciled with a little bit of forethought on that. Now, I'm not going to get into I'm not a weed smoker. I'm not qualified to talk about weed or what could be in Mississippi or what could not be in Mississippi. But I do know this, that there's people that give you bad advice, because there's people that want to get you in situations where you might want to run into trouble with the law. The point is, if somebody like Rich Life does tell you, or GoDonnie.com does tell you, hey, if you're going to have weed in Mississippi, you may have a problem. Okay? And you have to look at it from Go Donnie's point of view too, that he has very, we have to be careful of people's existing relationships within their community. Like you come in as a free spirit and hippie and the grass smell, and Donnie takes you into a garage, and he's got to think what people are going to think. Like, whoa, man, where did this come from, or what's the story? People get ideas in their head. Maybe Donnie's getting a little on the side, or you know what I'm saying. So the point I'm making is, you take the advice of the people that live there. If they tell you don't do it, you don't do it. So I think it's a good decision to book up to Colorado, where they're very weed friendly, and get on the front range of down on the lower slopes there, where you get the warmer temperatures and hang out. Hey, Mauricio. Oh, thank you, Captain Sparrow. I just try to give advice the way that you do. So if I'm going to see Go Donnie, he tells me, hey, we could have some weed situation here. Smoke it up, chuck it out, or do whatever.
You don't want to meet one of them corn-fed detector deputies that you see on YouTube all the time, pulling people over. That's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Plus, I hate to say it, you're coming in as a Yankee
to
the deep south, and okay, I'll leave that out there. I mean, that's just the point. People form immediate impressions of you when you come in. Molasses Murphy, I want to see you be able to get the best help that you can get for that car and things like that. I don't want you to go swimming against the flow when you get there with voices chattering in the background and people talking about speculating and things like that. So okay. So as far as the Rancho, it's kind of a one-way trip for you. You will be welcome in the future. It's very good. But I cannot just, it takes work. And when you guys left, the people on my stream saw me. I was laundering sheets and things like that, deflating beds. It's a bit of work to do.
You're doing the Snoopy dance.
Yeah. And just, I don't talk about it, but it's a bit of work. Do I enjoy it? Yes, I do. But now, as far as Chris is concerned, I'm not sure what stimulated the desire to return. I guess it's not so consequential, because like I said, I think he made up his mind of what he wanted to do, and I think the experience of the travel was very grating on him. And we'll just have to figure out stuff in Vegas or whatever. I've already talked to Mr. Z and everything. These aren't and I'll talk to Monkey Boy and all that. We'll just see what the hell happens. We'll see what develops here.
You always play it by ear, right, baby?
He said you told him to return because you have a room. No, I said we'll work something out here. He's damn lucky if he comes to town, because shit's dirt cheap. What, to get $20 on this room?
Rosie has no room for anybody but herself. I got my own room too. It's not a sharing a room.
If I have to, I have to. It's $20, and I've had free nights. This basic trip just came down to peanuts anyway. I don't really care about that. Hey, Amy. Now, the reality of being back on the Rancho will be different, because now that the rebound is in effect, I'm going to have a little bit of say-so about the way that people conduct themselves on the Rancho. I'm a person that cringe when everything revolves around sex talk constantly. Not constantly, but when that's a point of reference and things like that. Let's try, if you're going to come back, let's have a little bit of dignity, okay? let's try to pull away from who you're going to meet up with and who's going to get you laid and bad advice, okay? And let's put things on a higher plane. And if you can't do that, then it's going to be incompatible with life the second time around on a rancho, okay? And that's the reality of things. I think I have a right to ask that on the property.
Standard.
You know, because the behavior is also a reflection on me and being at the rancho. So I'm going to ask for that. Is it a fair thing to ask? 100% it is. You know, do what the hell you want to do, but remember, it's not a place for, you know, to traffic women. It's not a place to objectify women as sex objects. It's not the kind of place for that. I tolerated it in the short run, so that's going to be something that I'm going to require. Let's pull away from that stuff. Let's downgrade the cursing and things like that. All right? Run your chat, but don't let it become problematic, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's a very simple thing. Very simple thing. And I don't want anybody texting me, this is going on and this is being said on the chat, because I'll ignore the messages, okay? This is my request. All right? Yep. And I'm not going to entertain any messages that come in or people that this happened or this was said and that was sent. Conduct, you know, there's a time to act like a gentleman, okay? You know, Molasses Murphy came in and she conducted herself very well on the property. Okay, if we can do those simple things, then I think everything will be smooth, and I'm not really gonna really care. I don't really care. I'm not saying don't be yourself, but God's sakes, remove some of the crudeness from it. Okay, listen to the way you sound. This is not particularly to anybody. The way you sound on the streets. Okay? You put that kind of talk out about sexuality and PUSSY and I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that. It's, you know, I mean, what the hell are women? You know, what are they? I don't think I've heard one time about how she was really fun to talk with, or she seems sweet or whatever. It's always about, you know, what her ass looks like or her body type or her build, and that gets rechanneled through personal phone calls to Rich. You know, tap this, tap that, yeah man, go get it, that kind of stuff. Right? Yeah, marriage and things like that. Okay. Now, within the confines, we do have a stay-at-home order, and we'll have to live life according to that order. I mean, that's the way it goes. We're still free here in Nevada with no restrictions at all. It makes people uncomfortable, and it also gives the trolling a chance to come in and spur that on. And you'll see that consistently in his chat, consistently. And good on him, he started to remove some of these people that make, make those comments and things. Let's get up, it's Christmas time, right? The spirit season, we've got a really shitty year. It's getting worse by the hour. Let's elevate our existence a little bit, okay? Not asking for miracles, but I'm just saying, hey, let's just turn the boat around for a few weeks, and then I don't give a damn what you do after that point. Yep. Definitely brings those trolls. I don't care about the trolls and drama on my channel, because I think I speak straight sense. Okay, I'm not. I'm not candy coating stuff. I'm just telling you the way I see it because I stood back and I didn't get involved. And there's not one person in here that can say that Rosie told somebody to do this, Rosie told somebody to do that. I think at every point, within every point of the process, I took the high road, whether it was putting money in people's pocket, meeting people, telling somebody you can come back to the Rancho. At each and every point, I think that I took the high road and did not ever tell one person what to do in this situation. Because I know the way this shit turns out. We had to do the wish the best. And make for a home swinging door, yep. Yeah, yeah. There's a way of just flirting, and then there's a way of just
being gross, creepy,
being gross. And maybe it's time to sit back and reflect that that's not really the way to catch the bird, right? When you, you know, I don't know how to put the analogy out there, but maybe it's time to try a new approach. Okay, show us the lights and signs.
Don't put the cart before the horse.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take you out. I'll take you. You know, I did a little video today on it, so I'll take you guys outside in a minute. I'm just gonna run outside for a minute.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Got your key?
Yeah. Yeah, and I. All right. Take a little peeky-boo here. Yeah, I didn't even get the prison lights in the video this afternoon. And I'll be talking about Chris in a minute. Just let me show you this. But it's funny when you look down the hallway there. Damn, if it doesn't look like the jail I was in. God darn. Yeah, this is on General Pop. Where was this guy laying? Right here?
Right here,
Yeah,
yeah.
right here. A guy was stretched out with a beer can. You can see how dead things are. And this, you can see my thumbnail. This is definitely the most spectacular view in Las Vegas right here. Look at this. Look at that view.
Down there is where we're at.
I mean, does it really get any more beautiful than that? As you guys know, that's my favorite sign of all time in Las Vegas, because that's the original 1946 El Cortez sign. Well, look at the streets. For all intents and purposes, Vegas is shut down. That's a beautiful view. Great views out there. Reports of cell block D. Stop. Halt. Bam. Open doors. Bam. Step away. That's what we came for, guys. And I needed to get away. Oh, boy.
It's chilly out there.
It is. But that's why I like to take it easy the first night. I don't really do too much anyway the first night. And just between you and me, there's not a lot going on Fremont Street except fighting right now. Okay? There's a lot of shit going down over there. So now somebody had texts me, you got to tear into the molasses Murphy. She said, look, I'm not tearing into anything on that. She's going on her way. She got $200 in pocket. She's good to go. And she's a survivor, man. I think that she will come out, she'll do just fine on that. No, I actually turned out pretty good today. Thank you. Was that High Watch? Thank you, High Watch. Sweet View. I think the visit got aggressive. He was just too worried up. To use his term, look, guys and gals, all you can do is extend the hospitality. Now, in my mind, what could have happened is, could have been there till Sunday, and then I take off for Las Vegas, or we caravan to Vegas. We hang around in Vegas for a bit, and then they go their separate ways, and that's cool. Okay, but it wasn't meant to be, because it just wasn't travel was not compatible for that. Yeah, thank you, Freak. Did you GE? What is that, GE? Rosie, did you GE? I knew to get in by car. No, we're not doing any disco moves right now. We're talking about a very serious situation in pandemic times here. Okay? So that's going to be the reality of things coming up. So, in the meantime, I've talked to Mr. Z here. I'll talk to Monkey Boy and gauge his compatibility with the situation.
I'm fluid.
This is a guy that goes with the flow.
I'm fluid. I tell you, although I might meet you, doesn't mean I'm going to give you my bank account. So nobody freak if I'm starting to meet people and my allegiance is anything. But
the point is, he cares about being with me and having a good time, and going out chooching and do the things that we usually do. Is he flexible? Hell, we had the biggest chooch ever on YouTube. What do we have? 6 people go out. 4 scores. You, me.
Oh,
Mark,
yeah.
Mark, Elvis, Rory. We had the biggest chooch in history.
At one point, yeah, 6 people. Yeah.
6 people
Cruising down Las Vegas Boulevard.
It means we can adapt ourselves to things, but I cannot be a support team for everything. All right? And that's cool. When we get back to the Rancho, my priority will be to make sure that we're comfortable, living easy. But in the meantime, these days that I spend down here, I only see this guy every 6 to 8 weeks or so. So to me, it makes it great when he's on shore leave, because this guy works. He takes off in the morning and does
I'm working
his job.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, working tomorrow morning. So
I'll
he
wait
takes
for my schedule.
He takes time to be with me, spend time with me. Thank you, MJ. Thank you. No, I didn't get diarrhea, no. I'm feeling Chris is going to come around tonight. No, I never really got, I got to thank you for the money, and I'm not going to say that. At every point that I did something for Chris, he at that time told me thank you. Okay? If you spend your days waiting for some thank yous, some people are quick to offer them, and other ones, that's not the way it is. So I'm very happy. Joey D, thank you for your kindness today, my friend. To the people on my chat, this can't be something new to you. This can't be something foreign to you. If it's one thing that you've observed over the years with me, it's the ability to adapt to a situation, not of my making, but to try to take a ball of shit and make it less stinky.
It's the real life Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And right now we have a ball of shit that's congealed here. And our goal is to try to deodorize that and make that less stinky. Okay? Theoretically, Molasses Murphy is happy. Okay? She left the Rancho happy. I'm not in the travel caravan. Okay, I'm not on the road with them. As far as I knew this morning, I was meeting Chris and Molasses Murphy in Las Vegas. I knew no different. I went on CJ's panel, RSN, Real Street News. Thank you, CJ. He invited me on and I did an interview. At the end of that interview, I checked my text messages. It's from Chris. We're bypassing Vegas. Okay. You know, I don't throw my phone out the window. I don't go ballistic. I go fluid with the situation. Right? Hey, triggered minds. I don't call them up and say, how could you do that? I just say, hey man, what do I always say? Good luck.
Good
Safe
luck.
travels.
Do what you gotta do.
Watch your money.
Yeah, watch your money.
And be careful. One thing I'm not going to bear the cross on this is being a scriptwriter. Proactive, reactive. You got forces out there on the travel chessboard that are proactive. They're doing things that I can only react to. Remember, these two were invited to stay till Sunday, roll out, enjoy Las Vegas. Maybe Molasses Murphy goes up to Colorado. Maybe she goes down to Mississippi. At that point, Chris can make a decision. Hey, man, do you want to come back to the Rancho? Do you want to go, which was the original plan, or do you want to go to back to Biloxi? Do you want to go up to Colorado? What's it you want to do? But there's no way in God's green earth that I'm going to be tagged with somebody that's writing scripts. And everybody knows that. Okay? I get back to the script writing thing and it rankles me. It kind of rubs me the wrong way.
This bitch ain't got time to write a script.
Well, it's people's lives you're talking
this
about.
is just,
It is literally people's lives that
you're letting them make their own decisions.
And sometimes I
no
wonder, how in the hell do you sleep at night
Yeah.
when you write these scripts? Like, what the hell is it for your amusement? I mean, we're talking about...
She's letting these guys make all their own decisions just so everybody's comfortable with that. She's not trying to guide anybody anywhere.
Limited travelers,
Yeah.
limited money, big ambitions. I'm going to nail the next Raquel Welch show. Ooh, you know, how's that going to play in the town and country, you know?
Yeah.
Okay? But yet, those ideas will be puffed up in the head. Are you getting a theme here? Are you getting some glint? Are you getting some insight into the way that things really work on the Boits? Because there's not a point in time in this whole process in the last 10 days that I haven't come on to you to talk to you guys on the daily and told you exactly what's going on. And at no point in time has anybody ever contradicted what I said. Or said, Rosie told me this, or Rosie told me that, and now she's backpedaling. You're not hearing that. Okay? Yeah, it's just rank manipulation. It is. Let's put it out there. And what makes it really sad is it's a person with a good soul that's incapable of seeing this manipulation and understanding it. So will I welcome him back to the Rancho? The answer is yes. Okay. I'm not going to give an open-ended stay. I think after Christmas, he can roll out to the south as I plan to do, and maybe he and I can intelligently travel to the Gulf states and see Donnie Com, Biloxi.
Donnie's cool.
I'm just saying, that was my original plan. that we could intelligently travel until the PUSSY gets dangled.
You know,
in
get him a
front.
flashlight for Christmas. He might enjoy that. Might help.
Let me repeat that again. The original plan was to have Christmas, get the hell off the road, enjoy some hospitality, hang out and enjoy the Chimes Act. And then, hey, you know what, man? We both take off for the golf. Arizona,
Can I come with?
LA, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico. And we have a good goddamn road trip. Now that was the original plan, but once again, PUSSY. Well, I'm too old to mess around with that. I just want a good, solid woman, man. That's all I want. Because I've learned. I've learned. Sometimes that nice trim comes at a high cost. That was my plan. But notice again the fluidity, the adaptability of the plan. Okay, you want to do that? Okay, that's cool. Hey, you want to do that? Good, okay. You want to take off today? Okay, let me just put the dishes up in the rack so I can give you a hug and send you on the way. Car's got some problems. Okay, come on over to Rancho, it's cool. Hang out till Sunday, no problem. You know?
Oh, I got a buzz.
Hopefully, yeah, I do want to.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll get my drink on tonight. Hopefully our plan can evolve. And what we had originally intended to do, that Chris was excited to do. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Maybe that'll come to fruition now. Because I'll tell you, traveling to the Gulf Coast, the Gulf States in Florida with me, and up to Carolinas for family and everything like that, will be the best travel experience he's had. Because you know what? In the last couple of years, the best time he's had has been those days that he has spent on the Rancho. Anybody want to disagree with that?
Oh, sure.
Went to get a Christmas tree, pitching in, washing dishes, doing shit to help me out. Really doing things visibly on streams and in life that could impress people, that he has the ability to help out. Will our travel plans come to fruition? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
As long as the train stays on the rails.
Sometimes I good goddamn wonder if they'll come to fruition.
Train's kind of bouncing though.
I mean, this train goes down the track and my ass end is the caboose that's just going up and down. What the hell is it going to be today? My phone's blowing up. Oh shit! Change the travel plan. Something happened. That damn front wheels ran off the track up there. We're derailed again. That's what I want to do. I'm not going to be the one to teach him boundaries, though, Sheldon. I'm not paid enough to do that, and that's not in my portfolio to do that, and I will never do that kind of thing. But on the Rancho, is that a reasonable thing?
On the Rancho.
Yeah.
The Rancho.
Is that a reasonable thing to ask, to strike a higher standard of behavior? No, it's not.
Not even a higher standard.
How
A
do you-
minimal
how-
standard.
how
A
do you-
minimal standard.
How do you act when you come to the Rancho?
With a minimal standard of what's approved with
You have a
society.
maximum standard. You
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the highest.
I
I
think it's minimal. I mean, that's just what I think.
never hear Mr. Z or Monkey Boy squeal about, oh, we can't do it, because it wouldn't come into their head to be that.
Just that the shower's a little tiny, but other than
Yeah.
that, we're good.
You know, given the amount of space I got in there.
I can at least
it's
wash
damn
my
amazing,
nutsack,
you know.
so.
Well, I don't know where she'll be back. Google's pie. I guess she's coming to your place then. Google's a pie of shit. Yeah, I guess she's coming to your place then, Google's. Right. Good night, impatient. That's fine, Anchors Away. This is the first time you've ever shown up on my chat, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you very much, Captive Sparrow. And you know what? Maybe you can carry that message like you carried last night about women. Just because a woman likes sex or something like that doesn't mean that she's a whore. That was a hell of a rare and fresh message to put out on YouTube. It's all right about a guy to go around and strut around like a cock and say how great it is, blah, blah, blah. That damn double standard. Thank you, Karen.
Oh, fuck. Are we matching shots?
Well, I'm getting ready to crack a third one.
Oh, we got that in there.
Hey,
too.
Gerald, how you doing? Yeah, we're having a beer, Toodles. I love that idea. That's what I'm saying. Let's elevate the dialogue a little bit, okay? And it's like I would tell you, Chris, elevate the dialogue. Maybe one of the problems in life is you set your sights too low. Thank you, McDave. Go have some fun. Oh, we're going to have a hell of a lot of fun. I'm not letting anything that happens impede because this is my priority and Monkey Boy are my priority. We're going to go chooching in things, and Christopher can choose to be a part of it or not be a part of it.
If he could hang with the big dogs, he can run with us.
That's what I'm saying. You can run your own program, or you can hang, and it's all chill. Okay? But I specifically designed this trip to get away, have some relaxation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with Mr. Z, and I'll be with Monkey Boy. Well, you know, Cheryl, I'm not a pimp. And I look far better than most of the shit floating around the green door anyway, so, and that's for damn sure. Yeah, have fun, no worries, exactly. Yeah, thinking with the wrong head. I might not change that, but I can try to do my best to make sure we have a decent Christmas, okay? And then as originally intended, do that trip. Eventually, hopefully, to see my dad.
Yeah, that would be the awesomest thing.
You know?
That's ultimately what would be the best thing.
Hopefully, Christopher will have some reuniting with family. And I can make my way back west, meet some people that want to meet, and call it a successful time. Okay? Yeah, thumbs up are most appreciated. As for Molasses Murphy and her intentions, was I reloaded with that beer?
Was that one right?
Oh yeah, you got a
There we go.
fresh one loaded in the can.
She's already drunk.
I don't believe that she wanted to ever have a relationship. And to my knowledge of things I saw, I never saw anything pertinent that would make one believe that she was intent on having that, okay? I think she wanted to stop by, say hi, hang out. And when her rig started to go, she kind of hit the panic button a little bit and made the battlefield decision to hit the road.
Egress. Punched out.
I can understand that. But again, we had one mind gone one way and another mind focused on the road, getting down to Mississippi, Alabama, down in that area. And we had somebody else who was focused up on a relationship. I mean, my God, there's two, bam, bam, bam. Do you want to be in that situation? I don't.
Fantasy and reality
I
did
don't.
not meet at that point.
I don't want to be in that situation.
We're too
I don't
old
want to
for
be in
that
that
shit.
situation.
Fuck that.
Well, she didn't sleep in the same bed with him, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't
It
believe
didn't
all the
happen.
press you hear. There were 2 blow-up beds there, okay?
Think reality.
All right?
She wasn't
Think
having
you're
any
heading
part of him.
reality, okay?
Yeah.
You know, no way this girl was going to bing, okay? Which means she had to try to finesse with kindness and like, oh, you know, I like
Talk her
you.
way out of it.
Yeah.
Verbal judo.
I really like you. Yeah, maybe something,
Whoosha.
you know, you never know, but let's just get down the road. I get that. Yeah, so it's just people making bad decisions. How would I know that, Stephanie? How would I know that? How about if I came and asked your husband, did he ask you what you wanted to do in bed? Relationship? It's not my business. How in the hell would I know? Hey punk, how are you? God darn, you act like I am out in the Shine Shack at night running a 24-hour live stream cam out there. I give people their space. They make their own decisions. They succeed or fail accordingly. But I like to think shit through before I go. I like to develop a plan. Do I wish that Rich Life of Road Trips had stuck to that plan? Hell to the yeah. But I know where the man's mind goes when there's a thought of a relationship, because like all of us, he wants love, he seeks affection, somebody to hold him, somebody to give him a hug, and somebody to tell him that they love him, she loves him. Is that a bad thing?
It's not. We all crave that.
It's just how to pursue that we get all fucked up.
He craves it.
Okay?
He craves it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't ask people their business. I don't peek through the windows of the Shine Shack. I don't do that. I accord people the basic dignity of making their own decisions and things. Sometimes, you know, it's lonely. Year in, year out, when you don't have a relationship, or relationships have blown up in your face and stuff, and you start to go for the lower and lower hanging fruit and stuff.
Yep.
And you get yourself more screwed up. You know?
Desperation. I think that's key right there. Desperation.
Yeah, good to see you, punk. Everyone wants that, nothing wrong with that. Just spend it. Exactly, it's how you go about it. Think of the positive. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. You know, he's singing. He's got a good personality. Aim high, man. You know, dignity and style and stuff, and sweet. What the hell ever happened to sweet talk?
Pillow talk.
Or just sweet talk, you know?
Yeah.
Without talking about, oh baby, I know you want me to nail the Big Johnston in and all that. How's that working for you? Well, that's what I'm saying, McDave, but that's you know, not everybody has that ability to understand that there's YouTube talk and then there's real life, like I said before. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of, and especially on YouTube. You have people that want to come in and play people. You have people that want to turn people on people. You have people that want to try to lie about what somebody else said on another live stream or a video and carry that information into a chat. You have clone accounts that run around and spread misinformation. And you have what I call the real script writers here. They want to get out there and fill some people's heads. I don't want to say a weak individual, but an individual that has a craving for something. Take advantage of that craving
Easily guided.
Manipulated, and scripted to pursue this. I'm going to hold to that. All right? Now you tell me where in the hell fault lies in that situation. Do we take the higher path and tell somebody, oh, that's not something you want to do, man? You know, that's cringe. Like, you might not want to do that. That's what bugs me. Listen to Vicky out here. Do you ever care about anything, honey? About, really? God, does everything have to just be tough-skinned? Sometimes I just shake my head.
Shaking my head to this beer. I got a buzz. How you feeling?
What's the title of my hangout?
I don't know what it's. Stand by. Civilization is crumbling.
Civilization is crumbling.
It's an open book test, thankfully.
There's really less and less people that give a fuck, okay? I see it evidence in the world around. I see the breakdown of society happening around me. Law and order is collapsing. People are becoming animals in Fremont Street. Man's attacking woman.
Women's attacking men.
Man.
Oh my God.
Cats
attacking dogs.
I wish I could show you a little clip of that tonight that I captured.
Oh yeah.
Okay? It's true. Right now, this is the ugliest in my 8 decades that I've been living in. It's the ugliest time period I've ever seen in my life. Rank selfishness, manipulation, self-interest above everything. And we see a microcosm of that on YouTube. Why? Because people are bored.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes it reflects more on the manipulator than the person that's being manipulated. As far as I can see, Captain Sparrow, and the plan that I would like to see developed, barring a change of interest on his part, to just hightail it to Mississippi, where he would be welcome. Yes, he would be coming back to driving back to the Rancho, yes. That would be it. Spending Christmas, and either he heads out alone or I head with him. But it's not going to be an open-ended winter stay on the Rancho. And that's that. Hey, Kipper. Reasonable? I think so. Hot shower. Comfortable bed. Fresh sheets.
You got a safe?
Refrigeration.
You got safes, yo.
Yeah.
You remember the combo?
He's going to be hightailing about the way when it all is said and done after he makes complete. Well, I don't know, Gerald. But I tell you, I won't be writing scripts. Isn't it amazing how we come back to plan one, the original plan? Did you ever think about that?
The easiest. Path of least resistance.
The path of least resistance, the original plan. And it's like that fucking game Mousetrap. Instead of dropping the trap, you have to go through all the conditions of kicking the boot with the ball going down the thing. And you know what? We end up right back at point A again. Hey, how you doing, Rita? Yeah, I would recommend this hotel just for the cool factor. But I wouldn't stay in the cell block D over here. I'd stay in the...
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I ended up in another goddamn prison here. Pardon my language.
Though. You can't deny that.
God took me up here, the doors open, and it flashed back to that night. Cell block D. And prisoners step out. then the night really reinforced it with the slob laying there with the beer.
I was surprised. They had security up checking armbands in the day, but not at night.
I wish you would hug me. No, this is the coolest retro Vegas hotel that there is. There's nothing that comes close to the Cortez.
It's nice.
It's not fancy, but if you want an
got
authentic
history.
experience of 1946,
It's got fucking
50s,
character. That's the thing. It's character.
Character. And, that was the real Rosie McNamara, because originally, Lindsay, my Rosie O'Kelly channel was blocked by Bergs on there. And I already spoke on that jackass this morning, and I'm not gonna plow that field again. Okay, suffice to say that I've contacted him and left information. He knows what's going to be coming his way. And you can go over to Rosie Murphy channel and see that on the Hangout too. I'll take so much shit and then I'll hit back. That was the most ignorant, belligerent, vile, disgusting, sickening, heart-rendering, heartless hangout in the history of the Boyd.
Poopy head.
Absolute worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. That pushed new lows of shit that the Boyd had never reached before. To the point that at the end of that stream, when I finally bailed off, this guy sounded like a demon. His voice was so racked with screaming, reminded me of sitting in the movie theater, first run, and watching The Exorcist. Okay, this guy was demonically possessed.
Possessed by stupidity is a horrible thing.
Get yourself into a treatment program. But I indicated today, and as I said on that channel, I have commissioned a transcript of that hangout to be made before it disappears, and that's now being accomplished. Because you know what? You know what? I work in the field of professional transcriptionists.
Don't piss off a pencil pusher.
You know?
We make fun of them, but seriously,
Guess
what do
what
you think? Gets the ball rolling.
Guess what sits in the next office for me? The medical transcriptionists that sit there and do 60 to 85 words a minute of transcription of medical records.
You eat that shit up.
I eat
Paperwork,
that shit
fuck
up.
yeah, give me that.
You know? Because this shit's going to come to an end.
That's a maze you can navigate freely.
You want to talk that vile? Disgusting.
Rosie, you are loved. The chat wants you to know.
Well, I appreciate
Specifically
that. Thank you,
Sapphire
Sapphire Blue.
Yes.
That was bad also, Corky Girl, and we've called that, and I discussed that on the Rancho, and I said that was a really, you pardon the pun, shitty thing to do on the part of Molasses Murphy. But you know, most of us on the Boyd, you know, we accept it, we accept the apology, and we move ahead. And you know what? People move past it. But when you start to use it as a talking point for views and attention, like somebody done somebody wrong. Yeah, 110 words per minute. Thank you, Jessica. I'm sure that's what they crank out in the back. Cost me a little bit of coin, but if that hangout disappears, it's a professionally certified and endorsed and witnessed transcription that reaches the highest standards of HIPAA performance that would be acceptable in any evidentiary proceeding of any kind whatsoever. Without fail. Because you know that prick was running around slobbering and begging to have that hangout taken down, trying to porn bomb that hangout so it would be taken down. Not this time. Think you can just put family info out and call people's kids names and alien eyes. And let's see what your family thinks about it. How about that? all I'm going to say on that because I need to focus on this.
Rosie's a little more civil than me handling a situation like that. I'm just saying.
Now remember what you said. Then you got that sideshow
Yeah.
going.
You know?
You got the second ring circus is
Right.
going on there at the same time, where you want to go in and say hi to somebody that's a new chat host, King Camillo, and just hang out and chill. And this bombastic fat bastard comes in and spews his vial with his threats and his disgusting demeanor. Yeah, alcoholism is a terrible... Oh, he cares a lot, Baker boys. He doesn't mind putting other people's shit out. Names, ex-wives, calling somebody's daughter alien eyes. We'll see how that flows. I've been developing my plan. I already got one asshole off of YouTube. It's not that big deal to get another one off. Yeah, but it's not going to be my place, Live Wire News. I don't make those decisions, but I'll make sure that the appropriate people have that shit at their disposal. Look through the transcript
It's there.
and see what that glorious boy talks about all night.
You know, the days of blaming the alcohol are over too, right?
I'll bet the C word was used 500 times.
I was drunk. Don't blame me. I was drunk. The same, right? Blame the alcohol.
Hey, Jay Hayes, I know that you would too, brother. Good to see you. I know goddamn well you would, Jay Hayes. Yeah, well, Kenny, I don't want to go down there. I don't even put that word on my channel. This is not about that, but suffice to say, I've never in the history of Boynton, I've seen some really shitty stuff. Ever seen something go so low as that? Everybody's talking about it today. I click Mr. Z, we click in here, they're talking about it, right? You proud of yourself? Proud of yourself? Okay, take care, Shelby. Thank you. This was on King Camillo's panel. And we don't generally promote it, but I'll just answer it there. Why? Because the man treated me with respect and kindness when I came on his panel. You give good, you get good. It's hard to really troll somebody that's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to
You
troll.
look like a real dick when you do too, so.
It's easy to troll somebody that's an asshole. That's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, thank you, Dusty. It's on every channel. It's all that serious people are talking about, and that slimy little bastard will be hanging out. But he better be aware of what's coming his way. Because you know me, guys, you push so far, and then it takes serious friggin' action to get the wheels in motion to make shit happen. This prick pushed too far last night with his drunk, and you want to come up to present time? Oh, you're gonna come up to present time. You want to put family stocks out there and shit? Let's see how it works the other way around. All right, let's investigate who really owns what. Friggin' prick. Yeah, have a good night, freak. All right, take care, Biker Rosie. No, I'm trollable, Bunny. I'm an asshole. I've done screwed up stuff. I've been a dick to some friends, but you know what? How many times have I apologized on the Boyd this year? More than anybody else put together. Everybody else put together. Try to mend relationships. Reached out to Whiskey OG today, even though I don't feel like I ever did anything wrong.
You did not.
problem with my moderators, but I still say, hey, bro, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Reach out for my friend Nicole. Sorry about the shit that came down. I care. Where else do you see that behavior evidenced on the board? Right? Thank you, Bunny. I'm not patting myself on the back because I feel damn good about doing it.
Clean conscience. Clean
I
conscience.
think that's it. 40 miles to Vegas, like your channel. What's up? Thank you. Well, he's going to have to park there tonight and find a place to park and overnight. And I'm not going to be setting up arrangements tonight for a hotel. It's too late tonight. Yeah, thank you. I'm nothing special. But I did decide in late 2020 to try to say sorry and try to do better. Because as you know, I went in a
You've
different...
been trying to stay positive.
Yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
sees it. It's very obvious. Not kissing your ass, but seriously, you have been staying positive.
It hurts when people turn against you because of something that happened to somebody else or perceived injustice, but it's the way it goes. You sleep at night. Well, I haven't slept since...
About a week and a half.
I don't know.
Roughly.
I don't know when the last... I'm going to have to deal myself a solid on sleep tonight. I don't know. I'm so friggin'
First
deprived.
night you got back from here was the last night you had a good night's
I
sleep.
mean, I've been all... The twisting and turning of the Grand Prix of decision making here. And then finally, I'm like, woo, I'm dancing around the Shine Shack yesterday. I'm coming down to, I call Mr. Z. He's like, holy fuck, man, I can't believe it. You're what?
I better get shit in gear.
Better get shit in gear. And you get shit in gear.
That's what you do.
And, you know, he rolls with that. Now we got to re-roll again. It's not the end of the world, ladies and
Do you want
gentlemen.
to show them what we got in
Yeah.
gear for yesterday?
Yeah, I'm going to do a separate video.
All
I'm
right.
not going to put that on. I
Right
want
on.
to show people what the Z crew does when they set their minds. I got some good videos coming up, guys, and I want you to enjoy them. Yeah, thank you. I haven't been to sleep really. I think I got about 2. I don't even know what the hell time. But you know, I make coffee and then fill the thermos, and 4:30 I'm out the door this morning, and I'm driving 10
Well,
10
you were
o'clock.
out of the door, but who knows when you
Yeah,
get to bed.
I don't know. Time is sort of melded together for me, but I do know I've had 2 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. So sad for you. I came and ragged out. You're like,
No,
oh
we're
my
good.
God,
This is
you
the
know?
way it is.
Jesus, Rosie rolled in like a wet noodle into
Sitting and chilling is
into
just
this,
fine, too. I
into
enjoy
this
that.
place. That's
Very
it.
mellow.
You know, I do have the fire pit. I did not have the energy tomorrow. We need to fill the gas cylinder, and we'll be all set,
Yeah.
right?
Tonight, this was just an acclimation right now. Just
My first night in
decompressing.
Vegas, I always come in slow, because honestly, I've been frazzled. My brain is shocked from every turn of the what's going on now, or whoa, what's this news? The human mind can only suck in so much change at a time and figure, well, now we got to reformulate the
You were
plan.
optimistic about doing something tonight, but it
Yeah.
just kind of just fell apart at the end there.
As I said again, and I'll repeat for the last time, had we just stuck with plan A and not had the seed sown that this will be coming, or this could be possibly, or you might be hitting the promised land, tapping the promised land, or something like
Tapping
that,
that ass.
we'd be back on the Rancho, getting ready to come down Sunday, when Mr. Z would have been a little better. You know, I ran him like ragged. Probably.
Well, no, we're good too. It worked out because I
Yeah.
got Saturday off,
Yeah.
so just
So
good,
that's
just
it.
good.
Oh, I'm okay. I've done that drive so damn many times. Yeah, thank you, BB. I've done that chat. Hey, Shane, I've done that chat so many times, some drive so many times, it's like I do it on autopilot. Well, Cheryl, look at it this way. This might make you feel better, Cheryl. She says, I'm upset that the plan's changed.
We roll with the flow, though, unfortunately, yeah.
This is one of the nicest guys in the world. If you don't want to chooch with us, don't chooch. Okay?
If you do, wear socks.
Yeah, hang out in your van, have a hangout, have fun. Okay? In other words, Cheryl, our plans are not going to be disrupted. They may be enhanced. We've had up to 6 people on a chooch before in Las Vegas. We know how to handle numbers here when it comes to doing stuff. But I will say, wear socks, have decent shoes, and that's going to go a long way towards doing things. There's no mandatory participation here. You know, we texted Monkey Boy's first night in. Rosie came in looking like a ragamuffin.
He was wanting to party, but I think he was a little bummed. But
I didn't have it in me.
It's just what it was.
First night in, I didn't have the chops to be out there, and but I did make sure to come down so the weekend was ahead of us, so there was a little more action here. Seasonal socks on, that's nice, you know? So Cheryl, my takeaway for you, honey, and I love you. I'm a very adaptable person. And you know what, Cheryl? We're just going to be back to original plan A. Come to the Rancho, have Christmas, hang out. Understand that Janet and the boss don't know you, so you're not going to get you might get an invitation, but I'm not going to put them on there. Have your Christmas, have your hangout. I'm going to be hanging out with my wonderful friends of 12 years and having a good time. And not a person in the world can begrudge me of that. Now the trolls will come on and say, oh, Rich Life, why aren't you over to, because they'll like to bust your balls and tweak your knobs, okay? All right? I'm looking forward to seeing I'm looking forward to seeing Monkey Boy tomorrow night.
Mr. Monkey Boy.
Yeah, and I'll be better rested, happy, and ready to go. Everyone ran, and they turned out to be arses. Do I say this or not? Do I say it or not?
I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking, so.
There's no semblance of planning ever on the board.
There isn't.
Everything is fly by the seat of your pants at 50 miles an hour with people routinely slamming into walls.
The script is a fallacy. The script is a fallacy. It's an illusion.
Because
There's no script.
People are so easily led by bullshit. In this case, the potential for PUSSY, that it upsets the whole apple cart of planning. So what you do is undermine the potential long-term stability of somebody saying, man, that Rich Life is getting it together, and man, he might be a nice guy to chill out with. And you make yourself look like a pussy chaser in the short term, which is contraindicated to what you want to achieve in the long run.
Not in control of your libido.
Bing. When the little Johnson thinks for the big one, you're going to be in a whole heap of trouble. In other words, long-term planning, as ridiculous as it is on the Boyd, bears the most fruit. Short-term, which is non-planning, has consistently yielded disaster at every turn of the road. True or false? True. Yeah, thinking with the wrong head. Controlled by pussy. What a way to live life. How about controlled by your love for women? You think talking about pussy and how you going to get up with somebody, you think that is appealing to women? I think it's the biggest turn off in the history of the world, Unless you're a gutter slut or something, and then, okay, maybe so.
Desperation, kind of screws with your process.
The average woman would slap you silly. She'd say, I tried to knock some sense into his head. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. No, we're not doing Black Widow Cemetery. I doubt that there's any. It's an immediate turnoff for women. It crosses you off as a person that probably has no greater concern than for the PUSSY of the other things in life, of friendship, compatibility, intellectuality, things like that. They're non-existent in the framework of that. So what does that mean? A woman doesn't get to know you. She doesn't get to appreciate that you're differently abled or whatever. You have other skill sets that make you attractive. She's just immediately, bing. See it, cut them loose. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm going to put it out there. It's the only way I can make an impression on my chat. Hey, Stumpy. Yeah, when the first thing you say is you want my big job, you're not going to get laid. That's correct. If you're not getting any trim in 4 or 5 years, there's probably a message. You're probably not going down the right highway.
You might want to buy a flashlight at the next truck stop.
You know, it's quite likely that you detoured down the road, down the pathways of Detroit and ghetto Baltimore, and you're heading in the wrong direction. I put out a lot of thoughts here tonight. But that's truly the way I feel. And those of you who have been on my chat, and there's hundreds of new people that have come on. But those of you who've been for a while will remember, go back, listen to the original plan of come to the Rancho, enjoy Christmas hospitality, get the tree, trim the tree.
There's a plan A for a reason. It's plan A for a reason.
And isn't it bloody amazing?
Let's do plan A.
Isn't it bloody amazing that we're now back in plan A? Right? How you doing, Lisa? I know, Cheryl. I go fast. I move. I have a lot of emotions, Coach. Let me tell you, Gerald. I really feel like exploding tonight. You know, because there's some people that talk shit on me all the time. Not in a negative way, but that Rosie's some type of script writer. And what's been exposed to me in the last 5 to 10 days has been eye-opening to me. I've seen the inner workings of things. I've seen subtle manipulation at its finest. Would we be in this situation if we didn't have that kind of manipulation? Maybe not. You know? What do you think, Mr. Z?
I got a buzz, that's what I thought. I'm sorry.
It's not my concern,
Yeah,
Janet.
manipulation is there, definitely.
He had the choice to be with his family, Patricia, and he chose not to exercise that choice. So what would you say to him in that regard? Make peace with your family? Yeah, thank you, hippie peace.
Yeah, there's a lot of
He
manipulation.
hasn't earned his way into my friends' homes. Okay? And this is going to be the year I'm going to go down to the Boston Janus with Bobby. And we're going to have a damn good Christmas. And you guys are going to see the videos of it. And it's going to be the old crew. Because as much as I tried to integrate that asshole Elvis last year, you see how that all ended up. No matter what kindness you extended to this jerk off, it still ended up the same way. It is kind of an outrageous statement, yeah. You know. Exactly, punk. Nobody can write these kind of scripts. So maybe I'm putting a bee in your bonnet that everything you thought about the boy can now be turned upside down. Flow versus scripted. You've seen it in real time for the first time ever evolve here. For the first time ever on Boyd, you've been able to hear people proactively make decisions and me react to those decisions. They act, I react. We've never ever had this extended.
Most of these people don't have the brain capacity to memorize enough lines to stay with the script. for script writing. You have lines. People can't stay with the lines.
But
So.
this is my first
Yeah.
time in memory that we have a long developing situation that
This
people have been able to follow and see with their own eyes that there's a lot of subterfuge and there's a lot of bullshit that goes on in here. A lot of thank you. Yep, silver tongues and shenanigans, exactly. He doesn't necessarily have to chooch with us, hippie. That'll be his choice. But I know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be hitting some more back alleys and mucking around and drinking beer and firing up the fire pit and having a good old time. And I don't care what the hell Metro does. They'll probably come over and...
F the police. I'm sorry, sir. No, seriously, we're just having fun here.
No problem. You know, one night I just want to explode on here and just... but I don't do that. Nothing's going to happen. Let's not put the cart before the horse and say he wrecked everything. The only thing that happened was the plan was accelerated because I had planned on bringing him down on Sunday anyway.
Yeah, Sunday was the day.
Sunday was the day, but I thought, hey, you know what, Mr. G,
Mr. G, yeah.
Mr. Z, he works. Hey, why don't I push it to the weekend so he has some time off that we can do shit during the day?
Got it squared away.
I still haven't me over to Bass Pro Shops, the International Marketplace, as well as the
Lee's
greatest,
Liquor.
the wildest, the craziest wildest liquor store in the history of the world. That's what friends do for each other. In other words, we'd already built Rich Life into our plans. All we did is just accelerate it by 2 days. Okay? Now that's going to shock some of you, but we're back at plan A. Okay?
That's
And
being
that's the
fluid.
bottom line.
Being fluid.
I don't know that, Amanda. If you go with that in your mind, and for a person with a hammer, Amanda, everything is going to look like a nail. Why don't we just push the reset button and just see things how they go? I might need another beer too. Mr. Z's like, damn, Rosie, girl.
You drink like a fish.
I want you to cut loose tonight. I do enjoy drinking when I get down the road.
Well, this is a healthy drinking. This is healthy alcoholism.
That's it. Now, I just got a text message that Rich is in Vegas.
Ugh.
Damn, he flew up here and took his time.
Oh, shit.
This boy can put the pedal to the metal. I'm going to mute this because I got to whiz for a second. All right. That's what I like about Mr. Z. Please check first to see if I'm on a live hangout before you message me. That's a beautiful thing about Mr. Z. He checked to make sure that I was, see if I was on a live stream first and then communicate with me through there. And it worked pretty damn good, didn't it? You know? Okay, that's good. He's reading the side chat. We're at the El Cortez. Okay?
You can stay down here.
All right. Let's see. I know she streams a phone call with Chris. Why would that be, Clip Mallard? There's nothing. What's going to happen on the phone call? I mean, I don't have any secret documentation or anything. I just, right? I'm a pretty plain-spoken person. El Cortez is a dump, but it's fun.
It's a fun dump.
Right?
It's a kitschy place.
I'm in a part of the hotel I never even knew existed. Prison block, cell block, GED. Luckily, we're in general population back here. God.
We're in low risk.
Yeah, it's a cool store.
Another one?
I'm going to wait a couple minutes before I blow down another beer. So, I got to pass on the script, Coach, but I think everybody now on the board has a clear idea that I'm reactive and not proactive in script writing. I don't call people up and tell them they're going to get some pussy if they make the scene and do this and that'll be good for views and all that kind of shit. Oh, you'd won 2,500. Did you take? Yes, I have. Of course, I have his medications. That was the plan, right? I've shown in the El Cortez, Patricia Wakefield. All you have to do, honey, is put El Cortez in my search box, my video search box, and you will probably find 50 videos going back to 2013 in the El Cortez, where perverts are hitting on me late night, people are fist fighting on the streets, somebody's pissing on a slot machine. It's all on there, okay? If you can think about it, just put it in my search box and you'll find it. Yeah, so we'll see when he pulls up here or whatever. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, search my videos. I have almost 20 million views on the channel now. Okay. Some 10,000 videos over 2 channels, which would now be 15,000 if I had removed almost 5,000 videos.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Everything is here. That's it. Coach, you've seen it all down here since 2017. Mr. X is the consummate gentleman.
X.
At no point in time did he just express dismay tonight that stuff's not working. He's like, we flow.
We flow, we roll
Because
with the
originally
flow.
he knew I might be bringing him down here Sunday.
We were anticipating, then we got excited, then we got sad. Then
Well,
we got okay. Then we deal with it.
Now we just say,
Now we
okay,
just deal
let's
with it.
adapt. But the fact is, I pushed it up so you'd have a couple days off to enjoy the full days and do stuff.
Yeah.
Because this guy gets up early, does a hell of a, I'm not going to dox out his job, but he works his ass off. Here, town, across Vegas, back Vegas, everything. I've nothing for admiration for him, his wife, his whole crew, and I hate to break you ladies' hearts. Yes, he's married, but he's not YouTube married. Okay.
We can have a YouTube relationship.
And I can't wait to see to show you what his wife put together here. And I'm not going to show it now. I'm going to do a separate video because it's a phenomenal. I only told him I'm coming down yesterday. I don't know how in the hell you got all this together. And he gives me a wonderful El Cortez casino jacket. Look at that. And this is some kind of space age warm material. In a beautiful demure color because I don't like to be one of those splashy assholes walking around advertising, products. A very elegant and understated El Cortez. It's pretty damn dope. That's what kind of friends that care about friends and things like that. So, Chris, be on the side chat and we'll communicate to you on the side chat. I'm not going to pop off my stream right now, so I've been okay, Buzz.
Yeah. Nice
I'm going to
bud.
sleep like an animal tomorrow. That's it. You do like you said. He has to do at the casino, and that's you. Nah, that'll. Look, Lindsay. If people want to find you, they're going to find you. I don't hide out from people. If I had bad experiences at hotels, of course, but I don't give shit. If you don't give shit, you generally don't get shit. Okay. I'm not out there trolling, hurting people, slamming people, and stuff like that. Okay. I gotta live my life. You know?
We're too old for that shit.
You know, I could easily call downstairs, NR not registered, no problem. Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really care anymore. Are there haters out there? Of course there are. I'm cutting loose tonight. I'm drinking some beers. I think Cousin Rich might be up here in a couple minutes. I don't know. Right now, in full disclosure, because of my dad and every other situation, you know, yeah, I started smoking again this month, and I'm going to go out and have a smoke real quick. And you can suck my ass, Burns.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful view out there with that neon sign. Man, I wish I could sleep under that thing tonight.
You know what, actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go
Yep.
do my thing right next door.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
See a man about a thing.
Yeah, MJ. Yep. Sad to say. Oh, I can pick it up and put it down. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know if that's the real molasses Murphy, but thank you. Yeah, P.O. Box 8457 95407. Thank you. I think they're okay jeans. Don't have any expectations tonight, Joseph. Yeah, thank you, Molasses. No, I don't have any hard feelings at all. Honest to God, I don't have a bit of hard feelings. And you would certainly be welcome back. But just so everybody knows, we're back on Plan A again. Safe travels to you, honey. I don't know if you're going to Mississippi or... Okay, that's fine. I don't know if you're going to Mississippi or Colorado, but safe travels. Thank you, Bunny. Yes, we are. Yep. Great grandmothers. No, I'm not going to allow that. Let's put it past this and move on. Yeah, you're a survivor, Molasses. Yeah, I hope nobody sends me anything. Hey, Miss Pedwina, how are you? You stripping?
Oh, no. I'm gonna get my little snack ready here.
Ed Woodruff. Punk, you are too damn much, man. We've got to hang out in LA. It's something called nutritious. Yeah, let me make a quick call. Okay, sorry guys, we were talking about, somebody asked about the tenderloin, and Mr. Z was on the most dangerous chooch that I ever went on here. He grew up on the Presidio here in and he wanted to see where and it was still there.
Yeah, we checked out the cemetery also, which was really neat.
But that was a very moving experience to see where you were a kid.
Yeah, I had one of those
You
moments.
had a moment. You really had a moment, you know? Because that brings back a flood of... You can hear voices, you can see events. We went to Chinatown, and I said, now for the main event, let's go over to the Tenderloin and walk that.
We got stream sniped also.
Yep, stream sniped by Scotty London, the very handsome Scotty London from the UK. And we almost got... I don't want to say we almost got killed, but there were people that wanted to smash my camera. There was a guy that got milk thrown on him that pulled the knife, and it was bad, really bad.
That place was a freaking crazy zoo.
The only chooch I ever cut short. The only chooch that I ever cut short was at the Tenderloin. Would I recommend people take a camera in hand? Hell no. And go down there. Yeah.
I was scared. And then even the guy that parked our car was like a complete dick too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Bunny. Thank you, honey, for the support. But that was the only chooch that I ever cut short. And then we went to the garage and we had a real dick.
That guy was crazy too. What the?
What an a-hole.
Remember the only nice guy you met was that guy was from Texas where he was doing the trash or something?
Yeah.
Or Australia or some shit?
Yep. That was it. Side browns in the Tenderloin. Warm in the Christmas. So what we're gonna do now is probably close this out, and then when we get organized, I understand that Christopher is in town here. I don't know. He came like a rocket on this one.
That was crazy. We got tomorrow at least.
From Flagstaff, Arizona to Vegas. Just showing this guy can put the metal to the pedal when he needs to. So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close out. Yeah, we got a lot of things. Monkey Boy, we're going chooching tomorrow. We're going to meet up tomorrow night. We may make a reservation for a dinner. So, Monkey Boy, we'll definitely get in touch with you tomorrow. Thank you for your understanding tonight. We may be live in a little bit, so we shall see when we try to get this stuff all straightened out tonight. See what the hell. And then you know what you're doing tomorrow.
I'm good.
Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. Thumbs up are appreciated, and thanks so much for being along. And stay tuned. More adventures ahead. Woo.